What is up, YouTube? Improvised K9. And so, I know you guys see the title. Snub nose revolver, no FFL required. That's right. This gun right here, I did not buy this from the gun store. Everything you see right here was bought off the internet. No background check. No going to the gun store for any of this stuff. And some of you guys may know how this is possible. This is not for you. Some of you guys may not know how this is possible, so I'm going to explain this. How do you obtain? What is this right here? So, starting out, I'm going to explain what the gun is and what is the process of going to obtaining one of these. So, this right here is my pittea Ace. This is a black powder firearm. And I converted it. It's just a drop-in cylinder. This is pittea Aces are a copy of a Remington New Model Army 1858. And with the New Model Armies in 1858, they make their drop-in cylinders are probably the most simplest to convert out of all the black powder, because you just take the cylinders out and you can swap them between black powder and your cartridge cylinders. So this cylinder right here came from Taylor's and Company. Yeah, you see that? That is a I don't know if I can get the camera to focus in on that. Yep, pittea, uh, conversion. 45 long Colt. That's what I'm shooting. These right here, these big old beautiful 250 grain bullets. So I'm gonna get into the legality of this. Now, not in every state you're going to be able to do this, but in most of the states, you have to check your local state laws. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to order your black powder firearm first. Now, these right here retail at about $400. The cylinders retail at about $250. So, with tax and everything, you're looking at almost spending $700. So it's not cheap. It's not cheap. I mean, you could definitely go get a Glock for that price or whatever, but you got to keep in mind that, the beauty of this is that you don't have to go to the gun store. So, if you got something that's slowing you down from obtaining a gun from the gun store at the moment, I don't know, maybe you have some traffic tickets, maybe you're on probation at the moment, and you're allowed to own a firearm, you just can't buy one from the gun store at the time. Well, this is a solution, and it's damn sure better than having nothing. I see, nobody can tell me that this is not effective. In fact, we're going to be shooting this in this video at the gun range, and I'm going to show you how effective it is. This is, just as effective as any single action modern day gun. So, but I mean, I'm going to show you that. So, but again, like I said, nobody can tell me that this is stupid or whatnot, because I see a lot of guys on the internet doing a lot of stupid shit, like ordering air guns for defense and just, a bunch of stupid shit. And even if you're not shooting, even if your plan is not to turn this into a modern day cartridge gun, you can also shoot black powder out of it. So, I'm pretty sure almost anybody could have black powder in most states. You have to just check your local and state laws. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the gun range. We're going to show you how effective it is, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk some more information about this. Hey, and before we go to the range, I want to give a quick shout out to Midway USA. I don't have any sponsors on my channel yet, obviously, but I do want to thank them for everything you see right here was shipped from Midway USA. The conversion cylinder, the ammo, the gun, everything came from Midway USA. They shipped all my items on time. They have these black powder firearms online. You just got to look up the name of the firearm. You know, they have fishing supplies, camping supplies. I've ordered boots from them. They're a really awesome website for outdoors activities, whether it's shooting, hiking, fishing, camping, you name it, they got it. So thank you, Midway USA. I would love to have you guys as a sponsor on the channel, you know, in the future. So let's get back to this video right here and see you at the range.
All right, go ahead. Oh my goodness. You really got that motherfucker. That's a lot of shit. I might just watch you.
You hit him in the throat.
You really did hit him in the throat, man. That was kind of brutal.
You're anticipating it.
Fucking Christ, man.
That's a lot of shit. You can't shoot that on a property.
Fuck.
You're anticipating it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Just pull the trigger till the gun goes off. It should be a surprise to you.
Okay.
All right. All right, I'm recording. Oh, okay, Malik. Closer.
I think that was.
You got closer.
I think that was.
Now squeeze the trigger.
I'm not.
I've got that pistol.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
Boy, I did shitty though.
Okay, you're shooting way high.
Yeah.
Lower your sight. You're pointing the gun up. The barrel of the gun,
You get a red
got
dot.
it tilted up like this. That's why you're shooting.
It's
high.
a somebody
Thank you
needs
for
you.
my
So
birthday.
hold your arms out straight.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's
now
the
look
try?
straight
No,
down
go
the
ahead,
barrel.
go ahead.
Okay.
Up, finger off that hammer. Now, wrap it around the back. There you go. Okay. There you go. That's better. That's better. There you go. You hit in the 7 to the left of the up in the medium in the right. Okay? Right.
Okay.
So we're at the range. So today I brought over the pittea, and I was talking to, what's your name again?
Mike Jones.
Mike. I was talking to Mike Jones about you know, he ran me through a couple courses. He told me, you know, that, you know, you said the firearm ran pretty good, didn't it?
Firearm ran great.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it ran great, and but you said I should look for something more modern.
As a self-defense weapon, it's not really practical.
Right.
It's more of a novelty weapon. It's fun to shoot.
Yes.
It's got a big bang to it.
Yes.
But for self-defense on the streets in real time today, no, it's not a practical
Not a practical weapon, but yeah.
So you definitely need to upscale to either like a 9mm, a 380, something in a semi-automatic that's easily concealed, and still that you can hit what you're shooting at with.
Okay. But you do think it does function just like
Functions
like
fine.
any other,
Yeah.
and it definitely do damage. to
Oh,
somebody.
no doubt about it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you hit somebody with it, it definitely do a lot. A 45 long colt is a very powerful cartridge for a handgun.
Yeah, and that's basically what this YouTube video is I made this YouTube video about it because like I told you earlier, I had bought this and as a black powder weapon,
Right,
and I
exactly.
had converted it, and
Yes.
we were talking about the laws and stuff like that. We were talking about like how you know the for our how we get guns now, we have to come in, we have to do our 4473 is what you call it, right?
4473 form for
Yes, and we
firearm
have to,
purchase.
and for this, I didn't have to do any of that. I just got it straight to my door.
Right,
and,
because it's labeled as a black powder weapon.
yes, and I did the conversion on my own, and I think I think you can do that with a lot of other guns.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Yeah.
any kind of real knowledgeable on black powder weapons,
Okay.
so I really couldn't tell you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what what this video was made about. It's made about the because I wanted to just inform people that I run like a small weapons channel, but I'm not too knowledgeable about firearms, but I talk about like historical weapons, like swords and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So, but this is what I wanted to show people because in this country, we have Second Amendment and we have laws where we can own firearms for defense, self-defense,
Yes.
and self-defense is just a basic human right. It is.
Yes, it is.
Even if you go back to Roman laws, like
That's right.
yeah. So, thank you for your time. Thank you
Oh,
for
glad to
information,
do it.
and yeah,
And your people can stop by a mountain range and do shooting
yeah,
and other activities.
Yeah.
And we have a full line of firearms for sale, rent, etc.
yeah. So you guys heard that mountain? What's Mountain Range?
Mountain Range.
In Waynesville, North Carolina. Great place. I'm definitely coming back for the duration of this summer. So.
You did good on the range.
Yeah, I
today.
did. I think I did really good. All
right, well,
I was kind of shaky on it, but
Yeah, the right side's mine. Along that one
but
on red.
yeah, we're definitely be back, and I appreciate it.
Cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
It was nice meeting you.
All right, guys, down there in YouTube land, you guys saw the Pittea Ace at the range. Yeah, I customized it. Well, it's not really customized. I just put a sticker on. This is Black Lagoon. If you guys haven't seen that anime, man, it's one, I think, in my opinion, the best gun anime out there. And, I just decided I wanted to put a sticker on it like this. I didn't, maybe I'll pay for it to get customized and somebody send it to a gunsmith to do the work to get it customized like this. And I think it's a good grip. So, you guys heard what Mike said. Mike is the guy who was the firearm instructor there today. He showed me and Aaron how to, to use this specific type of firearm. I like firearms. I'm a gun guy. Although I haven't really shot much, in really the past, I want to say 15 years. We used to shoot back in Maryland, and we had like a lot of land out there, and we used to shoot like Ruger 1022s and stuff like that. But I haven't owned really like a handgun. I have made polymer 80s and stuff in the past, and I have shot those off. But I mean, it's been a while, so we got this right here, and as an antique firearm, he said it ran perfectly, but for modern day purposes, is this your best option of carry? No, it's not. And for the price you can get this, you could go out and get something like a Glock or a 6-hour P22 or something like that. He let me shoot his 9mm today. A heck of a lot more easier to. This is a lot heavier for one. His old school revolver is really heavy, and the recoil on it was just it was kicking my ass. Aaron was I put a little clip in there showing you Aaron shooting. She did a really good job, but earlier today, man, that thing was just and I had to focus on looking down that sight, and but now if this is your only option to at the moment for you to get this firearm, this is a great firearm, I think, honestly. You heard what he said. 45 long Colt is a very deadly round. I can tell you, like, just from shooting this thing today, you're not getting up if you get hit by one of these 45 rounds. I don't care who you are. It's taking out pretty much anybody. It'll drop it'll drop a man, bear. If you put a few rounds to a bear, it'll drop a bear. It's a very powerful round, and I think, like I said, this is just my opinion, for the simplicity of it, this is the easiest firearm on the internet, to my knowledge, you can get without a background check. You buy the black powder firearm, you buy the cylinder, around $700. There you go. Now, you may be asking why are you making this video? Are you trying to help out criminals? And just like I talked to Mike today, we all know, criminals are not going to go online and buy old school 6-shot revolver for $700. A criminal is going to rob a gun store. He's going to steal a gun, from somebody, or he's going to buy one on the black market, so that's out of, the criminals are not arming themselves with this. This is a good option for somebody, that is fucked by the current system right now. Obviously, if you're a felon, you have to keep this gun a black powder gun. But if you're not, say maybe you may not be able to buy a gun because you're on I don't know, probation, car tickets. It's a lot of different reasons why a person may or may not, or maybe you just don't want the government to get your information. This is a good option. But no, it's a single action firearm, as you guys see it. You can't rapid fire, but you have to draw that hammer. You have to pull that hammer back like that, and then you have to squeeze the trigger, and that will fire off the round. I let it down slowly because I didn't want to. I can still smell gunpowder coming out of this thing too. I mean, I put this thing to work today. I had to clean it. We did some shooting today, man. The range officer did some shooting with it. He planked around with it. He hit it dead center. So he told me it's the sights and everything when it's good, and it'll definitely, if this, as he said, if this is your only option to carry, for you guys out there on YouTube, who maybe at the time you can't. Now we're going to be showing other firearms on the channel, like Glocks and all that other stuff. I'm in the process of getting my information changed over to North Carolina, so we will be showing a lot of different classes and stuff like that on like me and Aaron going to class for firearms, for our concealed carry permits and stuff like that, and we'll be showing you like all different other guns. But talking about this right here, it's definitely, I would 100% recommend it to anyone if this is a viable option. It's not, I tell you now, it's not a Glock. It's not a Glock. It's not lightweight or something like that. It's a little heavy, but I guess what? If you have to buy a holster, and you have to carry this every day, or this could be a gun you put in your truck, you know what I mean? Or just a gun you carry, or a gun you just leave in the house, something for home defense. 100%. 100%. This will do it. This will do it. You get 6 rounds. Today I only loaded 5 because I wanted to practice shooting on an empty cylinder. But if you're at the range, you can fuck around and load 6 because you are, you don't, you're not carrying. Now, you don't want to carry it on 6 chain because I tell you what, if your gun falls out the holster, for whatever reason, and that hammer, you smack up that hammer smacks into that primer, that will set that round off. These little these firing pins in the back on these Piettas, these U-Birdies, these old school firearms. They're independent. They're independent firing pins. So if you have a nursery hit towards it like that, it'll slam fire, man. It'll it'll set that round off, and you know, you can shoot yourself in the leg. You don't want to be getting shot in the leg with a fucking 45 long Colt, man. You don't, or you don't want that thing to go off at all, because so you want to just carry five, okay. And if you get this specific type of cylinder, I didn't show how you have to unload it in here. You want to put your gun on half cock. It's a pain in the ass because I had to do it today. You want to slide that cylinder out, and the back plate opens like that. You want to load 5 cartridges in there, and you want to have some type of ejector rod with you, meaning just something like a little small stick or something like that, because sometimes the shells will fall right out. But today my shells were getting stuck in there. You're gonna just like slap it against the table, or just like, you know, individually. But it doesn't take that long, you know. And what you want to do is, when your gun is on half cock, you know, now I'm not super fast at doing this, but there's a lot of people that do this. You see, look, I'm already putting it on the wrong song. You want to put it up. You want to have that thing up like that, and then you want to roll it this way, because you don't want it to mess up your hand. And we got it in there now. Well, maybe not. There we go. And right now your gun is on half cock, so the cylinder can spin freely. And then you want to find your empty chamber. And when you find your empty chamber, you want to be 1 chamber away like that. And then you want to bring your gun to full cock. And then you want to drop your hammer down lightly like that. And that will have your gun on an empty chamber. And you want to carry that way. You want to carry with 5. Okay? You know, you don't want to carry with 6. Only 5. Now they do sell different. This is a Taylor's and Company Taylor's and Company cylinder. They do sell other ones like the cursed conversion cylinders. Those cost a little bit more money. Those are a little bit nicer. Those have the swing open gate, and you'll never have to take this out. You just put your gun on half cock, and every time you shoot it, you know, you put that thing on half cock like this, and then you just take your injector rod, and you know, each one you push out. And I think, and eventually I will end up getting one for this gun, because it'll just be a lot easier. You push it out, each one, and then, you know, when you get them all out, you bring it to full cock, let it down on that empty cylinder, and then you're ready to go. But following up, like, again with this gun, it is a great option for self-defense, especially, you know, if this is the only thing you can get, you know, without going through government regulations. And you know, I just wanted to make this video to let people know that this is a possibility, because maybe not everybody knows that. And you know, you don't have to get a gun that looks, maybe not everybody likes the cowboy looking, you know, kind of, but this one's kind of modern looking, almost like a J-frame. You know, that's what the guy was telling me earlier today. You know, I customized it, put some cool stickers on it, whatever, and you know, we had fun, man. It's just a fun gun to shoot, you know, but it can also be a valuable self-defense weapon. Now, is it the best? No, but you get what you pay for. This is a gun it's modeled after something that they used 100+50 years ago. They put their own little modern technology spin on it, whatever, and it's a viable option for self-defense for people that, you know, can get it. And you know, the gun laws in this country are all fucked. You know, that's what I was talking to him today. You know, we were talking about how you know, I bought this as a black powder gun. I converted it, and now it's a firearm, and I didn't have to go through any government regulations for that. And you know, I didn't have to go to no background check or do anything for that. You know, and you know, I'm just wondering, you know, my question to, you know, my question is just like, if I can get this gun like that, why can't we get every gun like that? You know, it just that just seems like, because this, like he told you, I proved it to you guys. You know, this is an effective weapon. This is a firearm. So, and you know, technically, I mean, it, you know, when I bought it, I mean, an antique firearm, you know, but I mean, it's so easy to convert. You know, it's just, you know, how the laws are kind of misconstrued like that. But you know, our Second Amendment is being under attack. So, you know, they're gonna make it a lot harder in the future to buy guns, own guns. So, you know, just get, you know, get them while you can, even if you think the whole idea is silly, or you think that, oh, that's never going to happen. You know, I talked to Mike today. He was a cop for like 32 years. He told me, man, like, you know, every time there was a situation where they needed to respond to something, you know, it was because most of the people didn't have a firearm, and it's like, you know, it's too late when they arrive. So, you know, having one of these is just, you know, it's just good, you know, for just to be able to, you know, you're responsible for protecting your own self, just like anything else. You don't, it's not the government's job to do that. And if you got to use a 45 long Colt and a AK-47, I looked at one of those today. You know, it's not up to the government to decide that either. You know, it's your your life is more important than what they feel like. Oh, well, you don't need that. But in hindsight, I had fun today at the range. I hope you guys like this video. If you want to buy this firearm right here, I think I mentioned it in the last part of this video. You can go to either taylorsandcompany.com, right? You can buy the firearm. Look up, it's Pittea Ace. The Pittea Ace. You know, Ace spelled A-C-E. Or, you know, it's a copy of a Remington 1850, oh, yeah, 1858. And, you know, just a great gun to have. Great, cool little snub nose barrel. You know, and the cylinder, you want to get the cylinder made by Pittea. You don't want to get it made by Uberti. Now that Uberti does make their own snub nose revolvers. If you get a snub nose revolver from Uberti, make sure it's a Uberti cylinder, right? And then make sure you get the cylinder that fits the year and the model make of your gun. So if you have an 1860, make sure that cylinder fits the 1860. Now with this Pittea, this snub nose right here, this is the easiest one if you're going to get this type of cylinder to reload, because with the 1858, the feature is you just slide this, you pull that out, and that cylinder comes out like that. Now with the 1860s and the other models, you have to literally slap out a base pin with the hammer. You have to take the whole gun apart, and then you have to put it back together to reload. It's a pain in the ass. This is a lot more simpler. You slide it out. You can buy two of these cylinders. Just thinking from a tactical standpoint, you can buy two of these cylinders. You can have one already loaded, so you kind of drop this out like a clip. You know what I mean? And throw it back in your gun. Now I'm not that good at reloading it. Keep in mind, look, I even forgot. Got to keep your gun on half cock when you reload it. Slide in there like that. Now you find that empty cylinder like that. Come to full cock. Let that hammer down. Then you're back in the fight. So just stuff like that, you know, like it's just, you know, just to keep in mind. And you know, you have to buy the gun for yourself and try it out. You know, my experience may be different from yours, but I had a lot of fun shooting this gun. Now, is this something that I would recommend somebody to carry every day over, let's say, a Glock or something else? No. But if you had to carry it, carry it. So again, thank you, YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. This video took a while to come out with because I had to, you know, wait for like the package and shit to come in and all that other stuff. But you know, had a great time. If you saw my hat in the last part of the video fall off my head, don't make fun of me, man, because I saw how stupid I looked. But I thought it's like my dreads ended up catching the back part of it, and But like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks.